slide, dealer stone face. Name on the board, I'm in the right place. Chip tower shining in my lane. Heart rate racing like a runaway train. Every glance a question, who brave, who scared. Read the ticks, read the tension, I'm all in prepared. Yeah. APL Poker Tour, I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor, I'm chasing that crown on the APL Poker Tour. Aplpt Poker Tour, here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. Win a bust, I keep coming back for more. I'm alive in the lights of the APL Poker Tour. Late night coffee chips in my palm. River car land in a ice cold calm. Big stack bully try to push too far. I call that bluff like I'm pulling down a star. Every folder lesson, every pot a clue. I lose, then I sharpen till the eyes break through. APL Poker Tour. For this, every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor, I'm chasing that crown on the APL Poker Tour. Aplpt Poker Tour, here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. Win a bust, I keep coming back for more. I'm alive in the lights of the APL Poker Tour. From city to city, another badge on the case. Same green felt, brand new faces. One lucky river, one perfect red. One quiet moment where I finally APL Poker Tour, I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor, I'm chasing that crown on the APL Poker Tour. Aplpt Poker Tour, here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. Win a bust, I keep coming back for more. I'm alive in the lights of the APL Poker Tour.
Yes, and here we are, back at the APL Poker Tour. This is Brisbane. We are joining the final table of the main event. And do I have some treats for you guys tonight? Wild card is going next level. We've got the official APL Poker Tour soundtrack that was created by AI. We've got the sponsor. Now, Invisible Sparkling Bubbles. And we've got some action here on the final table with Lachlan Crilly. And he is facing a free bet. Free, 1, 2, free from Andrew Riley. He looks down at ace 10. Under the gun he was, on the button, is the Riley. And he gets Crilly to lay it down. With pocket tens. And we look at the chip stacks here, but they're gone. So who do we have? In seat 1, we have Nicole Gavazes. Nicole Gavazes. In seat number 2, and she's got 9.6 blinds. Okay, let's start again. In seat 1, Nicole, we have 9.6 bigs. Let's say 10 big blinds for the sake of arguing. Lachlan Crilly looks to be the big stack on this final table. A fan favorite, if you follow the APT commentary, you will find they ride him. Don't know much about him personally. And he's got 54 bigs, so he's dominating this table just quietly. And in third seat, I should say, under the gun right now is No Man, but he's a man, but his name is No Man, Marza. So there's 2 Z's on this table tonight in the names, just for a bit of extra fun. Don't let me get to seat number 7, god damn it. And then seat number 4 is someone known as Norbert Duggar. Seat number 5, Alex Kelly. There's 23 big blinds. So I can say that name. There's one for me. 23 bigs, which is 10 less than seat number 3. So Norbert has 33, Alex Kelly 23. Michelle Ananu has 41 bigs, I believe, in seat 6. The hat there and the watch, I believe. Then we have Divagar Thinagarden in seat 7. Hope I got that right. With 13 bigs. Andrew Riley in seat 8. 31 bigs, healthy stack. Big Sunnies. And the Aussie captain, Stephen Smith. 17 bigs in the 9 seat. And the dealer in the dealer's seat, and she is allocating the cards correctly. Oh, look what we've got here. Norbert, Ace Queen of Hearts. Andrew Riley, King 4 folds. Folding around to the button. Nicole playing off the small stack, 10 bigs in seat number 1. No man in the big blind will defend the min-click raise. And now it's no man versus Norbert. Nom versus Nom. Nom versus Nor. And 10-8. Flops an open ender. Very healthy flop there for the 10-8, seeing the Jack 9 on the flop. And the club peels, the 3 of clubs peels on the turn. No help. No help to either player. As Norbert still remains in front here of no man, no cry. And he's going to go for a punt here. A bit of a punt. And Norbert says, what? What 3 do you have here? I don't believe you. Looks down at his ace queen and gives it up. Great betting there from the big blind. So he adds to his stack. And yes, here we are at the Broncos Leagues. The APL, the final day of the series. And Lachlan Curley leads the way, 5 million. Whooping the field here. 51 bigs. And this is the main event. $480 entry, I do believe. For 500 runners. We're down to 9. We're down to the business end of this event, of this series. Seemingly successful. $200,000 exactly in the prize pool here at the Broncos Leagues Club. In Brisbane, if you didn't know, 200K in the pool, and the payouts for first place, 43,000 plus an APL million seat. Second place will pick up 26,500 plus a seat. And third place will pick up 15.5K plus an APL million seat. Fourth, 12,000. Fifth, 9,000. Sixth, 7,000. And all the way down to 9th position, who will pick up $4,000. Almost 10x the entry. So we're hoping to see some fireworks here on this final table. Some clashing. We've got some new soundtracks tonight. We've got a song for every occasion, I believe. Hopefully we've got them all covered. We've got bluffs. We've got the tanking song. We've got the elimination song. We've got it all. We've got a new theme song for the APL PT. And so, our dealer She deals. Rubbish. All around. Rubbish. Suited rubbish. Off-suited rubbish. Anything you would like. And the big stack. Lachlan. Crilly. Picks up ace-jack off. Decides to click it. Minimally 200k. And gets a fold out of the small blind, and the big blind, he's going to come along for the look. Alex Kelly, no relation to Ned. Now that king smacks Lachlan Crilly's range in the face. He's got the ace, diamonds, which blocks the 3 king diamond draw here. And the 6 of spades. So brings in a backdoor for Alex Kelly, the AK as they call him. And the turn is a 9 of clubs. Bring in the gutter for Alex. 20% to get out of this. Needs an 8 or a 7 or a 5. To salvage this hand. I'd like to see Crilly bet here. Doesn't. Protecting his stack. And the 7 hits the river, anointing Alex Kelly with the goddamn nuts. And he's in the best possible spot. He bets as if to say, I have the best hand. And Crilly says, I believe you. That's a big blind special if ever I saw one. So the big blind picks it up. Unfortunately for him, didn't pick up much. And our dealer, Kim, I believe her name's Kim Chi, and she is cutting, whiffling, splitting, and she allocates the cards in chronological order in alignment with the direction of the clock. Wise. As the color seems to drop out a little bit here. We had a little bit of confusion with YouTube. Some accusations of improper behavior as the Vargar pushes all in under the gun with Queen 10. It's a bit wide under the gun, but hell, who am I to say what's wide and what's not? You're only going to get called by better, let's put it that way. It's not hard to get called by better, let's put it that way even. And now Norbert looks down at King Queen, lets it go. Alex Kelly in the small blind. King 10 of diamonds. King 10 of diamonds. Asks us for a count. And Michelle and Anu has ace 2 in the big blind. So Alex Kelly is putting on a show here. He doesn't really want to call this. It's unlikely to want to call this. King 10 of diamonds lets it go. And Michelle also most likely doesn't want to call on the big blind. So that was gutsy. That was a gutsy punt there into the entire table. It's not the way I play it, but hell, if you feel it, you feel it, you know? Obviously, Dinagaran, he's counting cards here and he knows who's got what and what not. So there's no problems for him to jam Queen 10 from under the gun. That's gutsy, real gutsy. Been on this final table now for 14 minutes and we still have all of our runners. See what else we've got here. Nicole from the small stack in seat 1 looks down at 7-7. She's jammed all in, unfortunately. 7's not the strongest of hand, especially when it runs into King. Alex Kelly is going to rejam and break Nicole's heart for sure, for certain, undoubtedly. And Alex Kelly is looking to isolate Little Stack as Nicole picks up her bag and her bottle and says GG's into the chat. She might be our first victim tonight of the music, the elimination music. Let's see. The 7 can't come on the river. There she goes. Goodbye, Nicole.
You've been eliminated. Your stack is decimated. You've been eliminated. See you later, sayonara, senorita. Nice to meet you, piece of pizza, Mona Lisa, good to beat you. Back to the pavilion, take an early shower. Hit the rail like a pelican, go sniff yourself a flower. The dealer, deal it. Your arse is felted, your ego bruised and belted. Your whole bank roll is melted, cause eliminated. Eliminated, been eliminated. See ya.
She is eliminated. The first elimination of the evening. And that was the new elimination track. Glad to have brought it. Glad to have had it. Happy to have it. The elimination tune. Sorry, Nicole, to be the first victim of the elimination song. And I found it quite enjoyable. Now we cross live. Hey, that's enough laughing, thank you. And 7's not great in that position, I'd say. But small stacked, got to do what you got to do. Got to get it in to get it out. Now, Andrew Riley has the King Queen, and Norbert has flopped an open-ended straight throw, and backdoor clubs. Another nude nut. I do appreciate attention to detail on the shave. Very nice, very shiny. One of 2 nudies, as far as I can tell at this table. Nude nuts. It's all good in the hood. And Norbert's betting his equity here, betting his draw. And on the turn is a Kang, bringing in not only the flush, but a straight flush draw for Norbert Duggar. But for the meanwhile, bringing Andrew Riley top pair. And so he's walking into his trap, and Riley's jammed all in with a pair of kings. He's jammed all in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Norbert has 10 outs here. Drawn once. 2. Pull this one out of the fire. They both have about the same size stack. So it's a dangerous spot to be in. He's on a double draw. 7, Queen, any club. Deliver him. Victory in this hand. Hard to call. It's a tough spot. Bet 650k. And Andrew has jammed on him, which is a great bet because it makes it very tough to put all your chips in for one card. Hang on. Do we need to go to the tanking song? Okay. I don't feel like he's tanking because I feel like he's got a good decision to make here, but we'll play it anyway. Let's go.
Get out the tank, let's call the clock. Shit'll get off the pot. You got the nuts or not? Get out the tank, let's call the clock. Shit'll get off the pot. You got the nuts or not?
All right, we get the point. And I feel like Riley's going to lay this one down. It's a gamble to put it all in like this. He does have 1.9 million, 19 bigs behind. It's going to cost him about 10 bigs. But it probably is time that he makes a decision. He lays it down. As he's told, you'll never know what it was. Never ever know. Very nice. And we are down to 8 players. Obviously, Nicole having been eliminated. And that hand there, very, very dangerous. Very annoying for Norbert Duggar. He really wanted to call that. He really wanted to see that river. But not today, my friend. Let's hear the APL Poker Tour song. Yeah, let's hear some tunes. Woo! The official soundtrack. All right.
Aplpt Poker Tour. I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor. I'm chasing that crown on the Aplpt Poker Tour. Aplpt Poker Tour. Here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. When the bust, I keep coming back for more. I'm alive in the lights of the Aplpt Poker Tour. Late night coffee chips in my palm. River car land in a ice cold calm. Big stack bully try to push too far. I call that blood flag, I'm pulling down a star. Every folder, lesson, every pot a clue. I lose, then I sharpen till the eyes break through. Aplpt Poker Tour.
The AK fires a raise. Kicks it up to 200. Finnegaran, he jams it all in for 1.3 mil. Truly lays it down, the big. And Alex Kelly snap folds. Kimchi. Look at that. Shuffle, whiffle. Cut, split. And deals them out. And we're down to just the gents now. Can we get some action on this final table? Maybe see some fireworks. Nothing to report so far. Crilly in the small with A7. Mara's up in the big blind with Jack 6. Would like to see Crilly apply some pressure to the BB. Flat calls. I don't like it. I don't like it. Would like to see a bet to 300,000 there. So why not? You got the chips for it. And the flop comes Jack High, which gives no man, top pair, and Crilly, the arse end of a straight draw, a gut shot straight draw that is. No man puts out a bet. $170K. And Crilly lays it down without hesitation. Discipline from the big stack. There you go. There you have it, folks. The APL Poker Tour theme song. And we return to the action. Absolute trash here from the dealer. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Crilly on the button. Doesn't like Jack 2. Queen 4. No man in the small. Norbert with trash in the big blind. Absolutely gross. Gross activity here. And no man. He raises it up and Norbert rolls his whole face, says, not today. No good. This is Wildcard Poker. This is the restream of the APL Poker Tour main event, final table at Brisbane Broncos on the 20-somethingth of March, 2026. All the big guns are in play. The Crilly, the No Man, the Norbert, the AK, Alex Kelly, Michelle Ananu, De Vega, Maradona, Andrew Riley, Riley Cyrus they call him, and Steve Smith, the captain, table captain. Obviously the Aussie cricket test captain. I don't know if he still is. I don't watch cricket anymore or any less. But nevertheless, never the more, there he is, Stevie Smith, the SS, some call him. I'm not trying to be Nazi to anyone. And we got here the situation. A raise from Stevie in the hijack. Button call from No Man, and we're actually in No Man's land right now. We flop 773. Absolute trash flop. Finally my voice went high. Finally some action. 3 callers and you flop that trash. Kimchi, back to the pavilion. Go and have an early shower. Done an absolute disservice to the game. And No Man, we're in No Man's land. He leads out with ace high. And actually, $220 to call here. For Stevie Smith, it's an ugly spot because he's got backdoor clubs and sweet FA Ls. So Probably one to let go of at this point. Yes, he says no. Yes, he says no. Riley Cyrus, look at him. Stone cold. Sunny's on, arms crossed. Not giving an inch. Split cup whiffle. Kim Chi, she's been replaced. They've said, get up, get out, piss off. Hand over that headset. Don't even give it a wet wipe. Oh, hot mic and hot earplugs. And the count is back. 1, ha 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 ha. 2, ha 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 ha. The count. That's his nickname. I do like this guy. He was the dealer for the only final table at the APL I've ever made. First ever PLO, and I won't hesitate to remind the viewers of that situation. First ever PLO I played, 360 buy-in, 105 entrants. I think it was the biggest PLO event in Australia, aside from the Crown at the Aussie Millions. So the second biggest PLO event, and I came third, and the count was our dealer. And we ran deep into the morning, and in fact, the very last hand we played of the night, I got knocked out with King Trash, and the other two boys had to come back 10 hours later and finish the match. And now Thinagaran, he's jammed it with ace-4 of clubs and got it through. Doesn't mind jamming wide, my man, Divadgar. Now, let me just have a little look at the situation here I've got going on myself and do some housekeeping. 10% battery. We'll need to go for a little run soon. Grab that charger off the missus, who pinched it off me earlier. Ooh, we have a hand here. Andrew Riley. Riley Cyrus, they call him. The AR goes to war with the AK, but no. Under the gun. The AR, Andrew Riley. He puts in a raise to 600,000 from under the gun. That's showing strength, isn't it? Saying, got something. Do you want to see it? Norbert. Nort. AK gets out of the way. K. Michelle Ananu with 4-2 of hearts. Unlikely to want to pay 600k to see a flop. And Thinagaran peeling out of the way with his ace rag. And Riley takes the pot, takes it in the downward direction as the count, cut, split, shuffles, cuts, deals. Technique. Can you imagine how many thousands of hands this bloke has distributed over his lifetime? Takes the ante. I don't think I could do it just quietly. I think it's a very underappreciated job. I'd fall asleep. So boring. Hard enough just trying to stay awake playing, let alone keeping track of what everyone's doing and having to police everything. I'd be on the nod for sure. Divargar, Innergarden, and 6-7 on the big blind. You got to look up 6-7. He does. Ooh, King high flop, monotone, all clubs. King 6-9. And the King 5 pairs the top of the board, and 6-7 hits bottom of the board. But Riley, gonna look him up here. Turn comes a brick 2 hearts. Brick 2 bringing in no help for nothing. And Riley needs a 7 or a 6, 6, 7 on the river in order to pull himself out of the shit. Nope. 3 of clubs, which brings it 4 to a flush, and none of these guys want a bar of this. So, with your equity, your king high showdown value, I'd be checking. And Michelle agrees with me and proceeds to check forth his king, take the pot. And Riley says, "You're sick. You're sickening. My 6 wasn't good? What do you mean my 6 wasn't good? It's sickening." And then Tucker, that's me, I'm your host on Wildcard Poker, doing the restream. I am, in fact, going to have to go very shortly and grab a charger for this laptop. Here we go. We're back. And we're going to go for a quick wander. Shall be right back. Oofed. Can't go yet. The action's getting hot as we've had a race 200k from No Man. Under the gun, Alex Kelly picks up ace of red. Dinagaran, he has called Alex Kelly's free bet 450k with ace queen. Crilly with queen 6 of diamonds will bin it. And No Man, he's playing off the back of 42 big blinds here. And what does he think about 8-8 in this position? As Alex Kelly looks interested at what Divagar is doing. Anyway, we'll go to a flop now, and the flop comes to 2, 3, 6. And Alex Kelly, the AK, he has pocket aces still ahead, has the heart blocker. If it goes runner, heart. And he sizes up a bet here. Nice to take this one down now if he could. best. Obviously, no man has a pair of 8, so he's got overpair to the board. So he's going to be looking potentially to jam it in here and possibly take it away from Alex Kelly, who maybe he thinks has ace king, ace queen, something like that. Ace king possibly. Covers his face for protection. This is tense. This is tense. No mun, no cry, as they say. He has options. He has one out also. 1-8 left in the deck to pull him out of this fire. And he lays down the 8-8, which is a fantastic fold from No Man Marza. No Man Marza. All right, we're going to go ever so quickly to grab the charger. We're back. We have a charger. Don't think I love this light though. Give me a sec to get rid of that. Oh yeah. Too much shiny head, no good. Yes, and so still 8 runners left here. Let's do a little bit of a chip recount on this final table. 45 minutes into the final table, the APL, PT, Brisbane main event. And we have in seat number 2, Lachlan Crilly, 37 bigs. We have some action though, not that interesting, so let's stay with it. Noman in seat number 3 is 40 bigs. Norbert Duggar, he has 14 bigs. And he has King 4 of hearts right now. And the flop is Ace 8 of hearts, 9 2 of hearts. And the ace is a spade and the 9 is a club, obviously. And Norbert bets his equity and gets a fold out of Dinaviniga Thinalaragarrigan. And we check the stats again. Alex Kelly has 35 bigs. Michelle Ananu has 19 bigs. Divagar Thinagaragan, he has 20 bigs. And Andrew Riley, Smiley Riley they call him, has 32 bigs. And Steve Smith, 11 bigs. In the small stack in the 9th seat, the captain is the 11th man, so to speak. He has 11 bigs. That's all there is to say about that. 1.3 million. The blinds at this point are what? They are 60 and 120,000 with a 120,000 big blind ante. Oh no, pocket sevens, it's the death blow. In the hijack, the captain, he looks down at 7-7 with a small stack in the hijack. It's just basically the card poker god saying to you, it's your time to go home, sir. And he puts it all in, 1.3 million. Just a matter of time till he runs into something that's going to beat him. Alex Kelly folds. In the big blind, Alex Kelly folds. Jack 3, so gets it through, luckily for Stevie Smith. Unlike Nicole Gavazes, who got waxed with pocket sevens in seat 1. So bit of redemption there for 7-7. And so 500 players whittled down to just 8. The count allocates the cards. Kind of have a two-tiered field here. We've got a field that is half of them are above 30 bigs and the rest are below 20. So it's a two-tiered field, and Norbert, he raises on the button with King 10 offsuit, and Jack 10 in the big blind comes along for a look at the burn from the count. 3 cards to the flop, 3 ace jack, favouring Michelle Ananu initially. Norbert, the pre-flop raiser with King 10 has a gut shot, which at this point you'd be backing him into hit on the turn. It's one of those ones. And he bets out big. He says, I like this flop. And Michelle would really need to click it back, I feel, in order to take the pot off him, but he decides just to flat to 15k, and the king on the turn, bringing Norbert a pair of kings now, and also the gut shot to the queen. So a queen would chop it. Little do they know, queen would bring a chop chop. And the backdoor clubs are no help for anyone. And there it is. The 6 of clubs comes on the river, bringing no help, but yet delivering Norbert. The best hand. And Michelle and Anu has jammed all in on the river with nothing but a pair of jacks. And Norbert is weighing up his options. If he can find this call, he's going to be an absolute legend. It's hard though, it's tough. I feel bad for the man. He's been put in the blender a few times by these river all-in bets, and he is saying, I have a flush. Effectively, I have a flush, or I have a straight, really. But more importantly, he's saying I have a flush. Now, you cannot fault the man at this spot for taking his time and thinking about what he is to do. If you're going to look at the body language of Michelle, it's kind of hunched forward a little bit. His hands are holding each other, so they're a little bit scared. He's in a bit of a protective posture. Oh my God, if Norbert could find the call here, if he could find the call, there's aces above on the board. There's an ace on the board. He has one club. He's got to be thinking to himself, can he be on a stone cold bluff? Can he be on a... He puts it in. You are absolutely joking. He's caught him bluffing. There we go.
Big walk, little feel. You got caught bluffing. Hands in the cookie tin. Smile saying, who, me? But we all know the spin. You got caught bluffing. Now you busted on the spot. Caught bluffing, yeah. Said so after the music stops. And homie pulled your pants down.
You got caught bluffing.
Big talk, big
yeah.
Walk, feel.
What a great call there from Norbert. Hero call. Absolutely crushing with that call there.
And homie pulled your pants down.
Great play there from the one and only Norbert. And that leaves Michelle and Anu with only 4 big blinds remaining. I think the music's a bit loud. Saying it's a little bit elevated rather than where I'd want it. And Crilly picks up Jack King. Jack King. I say the Jack before the King because it's off-suited. If it was King Jack suited, then I'd say King Jack, but it's Jack King. And then No Man picks up 10 Ace. And that's also off-suited. That's why I said 10 Aces and Ace 10. It's my new code now. Anyway, Norbert doesn't like his hand. The AK gets out of the way. 5-3. No Man. He's 3-bet. Crilly with ace 10. I didn't see that. I thought he'd just gone for the straight. And Crilly's gone for a meditation here. He's decided to awaken his third eye and decide if he can peel the deck before the dealer does. Don't be silly, Crilly. I need to get chilly, Crilly. Act the silly Billy. Really? He stares. I don't know if he's meditating or if he's staring at the face of no man. He's trying to get a read, trying to get a vibe. But Lachlan, Lockie lays him. The LC. Captain Crilly says, piss off. Don't want to play King Jack, Jack King. And Michelle Anunu left to lick his wounds. After that big bluff that got picked up there, picked off by the Norbert, but geez, tough call. Decided he didn't have a club flush. Decided he would have bet smaller for value and not jammed all in on the river there. Decided he would have tried the trap, but now no man picks up the 3-3 in the under the gun +2 position. Duggar throws away his shit hand. The AK, Alex Kelly, picks up ace jack in the cutoff. He's going to look to raise. Re-raise maybe. What does he do? Does he call? Does he raise? I'd say he's 3-bet. He has 3-bet to 450k, and now Michelle Anunu lays down the ace 10 wisely. Probably would have looked to jam that if it wasn't 3-bet in that spot from Alex Kelly, and actually saved Michelle there, Anunu, in that spot. Saved the man. And now it's left to no man to decide what to do here. Playing off of 42 bigs is, obviously they'll say that it's 29 effective because that's what Alex Kelly has. I think flat's suitable. I think a flat is suitable. Don't want to be going too crazy with just a pair of threes, unless now no man has the arse end of a gut shot straight draw, and AK has the right to continue. And puts out a little bet. 650 to call, which is about half the pot. He bet half the pot. And does Noman Marza believe or not? Does he believe or not? Hey, my name's Tucker, by the way, and I am a human tampon. So I don't know how to speak properly. So don't take any offense to my pronunciations. And he lays down the 3-3 in the face of the AK. Betting ace jack. Pretty gross. Bit of a gross spot for no man. His name is NM. NM? Yes. And the count. 1. Ha 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 ha. He deals to seat 8 first. Flicks out some cardy cards. And it was violence against the bold man by a bold man. It was bold on bold crime, as they say. Just a few hands ago, when Duggar put the daggers into the bluff of Michelle Ananu and the AK. Pocket sevens. raises to 250. Divagar folds his ace. Steve Smith, Jack 6. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. And he gets away as the count counts. The big blind ante. And Crilly puts out a small blind. Or is that, in fact, the big? It is the big. Stevie Smith puts the small out. And the count snaps up the big blind ante there. Delivers one of his greatest deals. See the spin on those cards there. A master of the cards is the count. And Norbert 6-6 stick 6 in the +1. Flicks out some chips, raises it up. Min click raise. Smithy, Queen 7 in the small, gross. 7-4 for Crilly. Playing tight like a tiger. Hasn't gotten too crazy on this final table. Basically, he's been hand dead, I'd say, amidst the Norbert, who has been heavy in the VPIP stakes. Michelle Anunu also fairly aggressive, and Alex Kelly also starring. So the middle three in front of the dealer, dominating the attention on this final table, and Crilly has just laid low and paid his way around. Anunu has picked up 10-10, must jam. Nothing else to do but put the chips in. It's rudimentary. It's elementary, my dear Watson. Just put it in. Try and double it up. Try and run up that stack. There's no point trying to fluff about and ladder. At this point, 4,800 already in the pocket. That's 10x the investment to get into this tournament. And Andrew Riley with ace 8 diamonds would like to isolate potentially. Would potentially like to isolate, but doesn't want to run into trouble. Far, far away. Far, far away. Crilly's there. No man. Basically saying, by that pause, I'd say, is saying, I've got an ace, but I can't call. And Anunu steals the blinds. And the count says, there you go, mate. A lifeline. A lifeline. This is poker, obviously, so anytime you can win a chip uncontested, it's probably better than having to do battle with another player for them. But let's see if we can cross live to the commentary team. See what they have to say for themselves over at Play Live. Is anyone home? Hello? Peasants. Hello? Okay, the commentary is basically given up there for the APL team, and that's fine because we have wild card and we do it for them. So here's No Man in the small blind, and Norbert Duggar. Having a cheeky face-off with each other. Oman. Myruza. It looks like Norbert wants to go through a 3-bet here and try to pinch this pot. But doesn't. Lets it go. Payouts, 43,000 up top here, 26,000 per second. Everything else is just church change, really, for these players. High stakes rollers, VIPs, CEOs. Stevie Smith looks down at another shit hand and looks up and says, "For fuck's sake, mate, what the hell is this rot? What the hell is this rot?" And Crilly even looks up and says, "Poker gods, are you there? Are you there today?" Crilly says, "Poker gods, help me out. Do me a salt. Hang on, let's try a little trick. Let's put some action tunes on. Let's play the APT soundtrack."
Every smile got an angle. Every chip got a story. I'm just stacking inventory. Micro stakes to the main. I was grinding in the rain, clicking buttons in the dark. Study charts, study pain. APT on my chest, same hoodie, same seat. I don't chase, I don't tilt. I just watch how they breathe. See the tremor in the hand, hear the joke.
Turn brings a pair for Norbert. Also a third spade. Opening the door for Kelly to fire at it. Doesn't. The river. Pairing the board. Queens and nines. Norbert takes it down. Let's go again, says the count. Under the gun again, Finnegardigan. He has jammed with ace-7 of clubs and has run into Stevie Smith with king. Finally picks up a hand, and I suppose you get what you deserve, jamming ace-7 from under the gun, really. Let's see if he can pick up a pot here. The captain, Stevie, and the dealer says, "Sit down, mate. You can't get up." And he flops a set and the ace as well. But now drawing dead is the ace-7 and the kings. Make a full house on the river. And Stevie Smith doubles up there from the wild play from Finnegardigan. And he now shows exactly why you don't jam a7 from under the gun, because you just allow too many opportunities for players to pick up a better hand. And the risk reward, what's the risk reward? The risk is as many chips as he just lost, which I don't know, what has Smithy got now? 24. So he just lost 12 bigs, and he risked 12 bigs in order to try and pick up 2.5, which is just a preposterous risk-reward structure. Not to mention, it's bad enough if you did it just against blind versus blind, but you're doing it against the whole table. So it's definitely a very short-term strategy for trying to maintain your seat at a final table, let me say that much. Now, you don't have any bullets. You've got a jam and hope now. If you're Divinigar Thinagarigan. So I'll tell him, I'll let him know. Shit play. And the AK now pondering to himself whether or not to follow suit, doesn't. The King 10 Okay, so Thinagarigan with Queen 10 and on tilt in the big blind, jams it all in. And Riley Cyrus wouldn't be blamed for putting in a call here. And he does. Calls with King 10 versus Queen 10. And the King 10 stays ahead. And the King 10 stays ahead. And the King 10 holds. And we have an elimination. Folks, you've been eliminated. The action music has worked a charm. Let's go.
See you later, sayonara, senorita. Nice to meet you, piece of pizza, Mona Lisa, good to beat you. Back to the pavilion, take an early shower. Hit the rail like a pelican, go sniff yourself a flower. The dealer, deal it. Your arse is felted, your ego bruised and belted. Your whole bank roll is melted, cause eliminated. Eliminated. See ya.
See you later, sayonara. Nice to meet ya. You're out of here, mate. Divinigar, you are absolutely felted, and you have been eliminated in 8th place. GG's in the chat, no doubt. And, we played the eliminated song just to let you know that you're no longer at the table, as Michelle Anunu jams it all in from the button. And Andrew Riley might be feeling hot enough to call it off in the big blind. He says, can I have a count, actually? I'm feeling pretty good. About my run good. So let's see if we can knock another one out here. How many bigs is it for me to call this shit? He says, I'm almost chipped in to call this shit. I mean, I'm chipped in, he says. I'm in the big blind. It's only like a couple more dollars to call. I'm chipped in. I've got to call this. It's only two bigs to call. It's a must call. He does call for 215k more. We'll go to a flop. And the flop comes 6, ace, ace. And the jack comes on the turn, and the queen comes on the river. So the fives hold. Plenty of opportunities for counterfeit to come in there. And why is my face so big? Oh, that's right, I got big for the eliminated song. Go back into your hole, buddy. Shrink yourself down a bit, Tucker, and take your medicines and all that shit. So here we are. Getting a little bit excited. 7 left out of 500 players in the Aplpt Australian Poker League, Poker Tour. You've been eliminated. Yeah. So, unfortunately, Michel Anunu doubles his way back to 6.6 big blinds after our good friend Smiley Cyrus Smiley Riley, Riley Cyrus. Couldn't double. Couldn't eliminate the man, I should say. I don't know what I'm trying to say at the moment, actually. And Anunu is jammed again. King Jack had stolen the pot. Very nice. Now up to 9 big. So from almost out the door to almost back to 10 bigs. And the count says, can you give me $1? I want to go to the Coke machine. And he gives the incoming kimchi. Bit of a pash. Bit of a pinch on the butt before swapping seats. Swapping headsets. The old hot mic treatment, the sweaty ear balls that they share with each other. And the anime character deals the cards. And so the action music did bring some action. We saw an elimination there at that point. Let's see if we can find... I don't know why my music is acting like a super goose every time I change the track. It changes volume, which is quite annoying. Let's see. It's better. Maybe it's better now. Tries to fade in, but it just ends up sucking. So now what do we see? The end of the gun, No Man raises, and the button Andrew Riley, Smiley Riley calls King Jack of Diamonds, Simple Simons of Diamonds. Crilly on the big with 8-2, card dead. Is card dead. He can't be happy about the situation, although I think he would have hit a queen here in that spot. Anyway, never to mind, never to matter. So, now we have Andrew Riley picking up the open-ended flush draw with 1 over to the board, I should say. 1 over to the board. And No Man. No Man bets 250. And Andrew says, I'll see another for that price. Let's have a little looky. Oh, no, he doesn't. He re-raised to 1.2 million and got an insta-snap fold out of our good friend No Man. So, Riley really playing his equity. Like, he really is betting his equity and not allowing his opposition to get away with any bullshit on this final table. And in doing so, built himself quite a stack to be equally chip leading with Alex Kelly. I think Alex Kelly, Riley, kind of the AR versus the AK would be a great heads-up battle. If I had to place Crilly, I say 4th. I think Norbert in 3rd. No Man and Michelle 6th and 7th, and Stevie Smith in 5th. That's my hot take for the end of this game. See if we can run it out that way. And Smithy's picked up a pair of 6s. 6 and out, he says. And he looks to have put in some kind of raise. Yes, he's clicked it up. It's 250. No Man. He throws the chips in. Says, I'll have a look. And this leaves Smithy in a shit spot because No Man's picked up bottom pair. But he checks it at him. And Stevie Smith has unders to the board, which sucks. You really want to be flopping the set in order to feel good about life. And that brings in straight draw for no man. And Schmitty is looking for a 2-outer at this point. But even if he hits it, are you happy with trips here on a board that says Jack 7-10 Queen, 9-8, King 9, Ace King, trashed? What are you actually beating here? What are you actually beating here? Heart draw out there as well. Backdoor hearts. Not backdoor, front door hearts. Lays it down, as he should. So we can see the bottom two. Michelle Anunu, 9 bigs. And the captain, Stevie Smith, 20 bigs. Everybody else, plump, above 30 big blinds. And Kim Chi, she's dealing them fast and thorough tonight. Like a whippet. Like a greyhound. She's delivering these cards quick. Fold, fold, fold. Fold. Crilly doesn't like it. And it looks to be as if the way we see these players moving off to a break, and Norbert checks his option with Ace-6 versus the Jack-10 of no man. Ooh, Ace-6 spikes trips on the flop. And juicy there for Norbert. Dagger. As no man leads for 120k, just a minimum bet there. He comes along for a look, does Norbert. And the turn is, I want to say it's an ace of spades, but I can't see it, so I just don't know. Maybe the cameraman's gone on break as well. Is it an ace of spades? Is it a 2 of spades? What the hell is that card? Nobody knows. And either way, no man is left to decide whether to bet or whether to slow down here. Oh, it's a 3. So now Norbert has a full house. And he's left betting, and he gets no man to fold. Beautifully. Now I believe the players are going on a break. Let's check across to, oh my god. Let's check the comms. Okay, definitely there's a break happening. I have determined through my powers of deduction that there will be approximately a 15-minute break. We will return with coverage of this APL final table.
Cards fly, dealer stone face. Name on the board, I'm in the right place. Chip tower shining in my lane. Heart rate racing like a runaway train. Every glance a question, who brave, who scared. Read the ticks, read the tension, I'm all in prepared. Yeah. APL Poker Tour, I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twist. From the side room grind to the bright main floor, I'm chasing that crown on the APL Poker Tour. Aplpt Poker Tour, here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. When the bust, I keep coming back for more. I'm alive in the lights of the APL Poker Tour. Late night coffee chips in my palm. River car land in a ice cold calm. Big stack bully try to push too far. I call that bluff like I'm pulling down a star. Every folder lesson, every pot a clue. I lose, then I sharpen till the eyes break through. APL Poker Tour, I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor, I'm chasing that crown on the APL Poker Tour. Aplpt Poker Tour, here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. When a bust, I keep coming back for more. I'm alive in the lights of the APL Poker Tour. From city to city, another badge on the case. Same green felt, brand new faces. One lucky river, one perfect red. One quiet moment where I finally APL Poker Tour, I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor, I'm chasing that crown on the APL Poker Tour. Aplpt Poker Tour, here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. When a bust, I keep coming back for more. I'm alive in the lights of the APL Poker Tour. APL Poker Tour. APL Poker Tour. dealer stone face. Name on the board, I'm in the right place. Chip tower shining in my lane. Heart rate racing like a runaway train. Every glance a question, who brave, who scared. Read the ticks, read the tension, I'm all in prepared. Yeah. APL poker tour, I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor, I'm chasing that crown on the APL poker tour. Paper mail poker tour, here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. When the bust, I keep coming back for more. I'm alive in the lights of the APL poker tour. Late night coffee chips in my palm. River car land in a ice cold calm. Big stack bully try to push too far. I call that blood flag, I'm pulling down a star. Every folder, lesson, every pot a clue. I lose, then I sharpen till the eyes break through.
APL poker tour.
Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor, I'm chasing that crown on the APL poker tour. Paper mail poker tour, here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. When a bust, I keep coming back for more. I'm alive in the lights of the APL poker tour. From city to city, another badge on the case. Same green felt, brand new faces. One lucky river, one perfect red. One quiet moment where I finally APL poker tour, I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor, I'm chasing that crown on the APL poker tour. APL poker tour, here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. When a bust, I keep coming back for more. I'm alive in the lights of the APL poker tour. APL poker tour. APL poker tour. Cards fly, dealer stone face. Name on the board, I'm in the right place. Chip tower shining in my lane. Heart rate racing like a runaway train. Every glance a question, who brave, who scared. Read the ticks, read the tension, I'm all in prepared. Yeah. APL poker tour, I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor, I'm chasing that crown on the APL poker tour. Paper mail poker tour, here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. When the bust, I keep coming back for more. I'm alive in the lights of the APL poker tour. Late night coffee chips in my palm. River car land in a ice cold calm. Big stack bully try to push too far. I call that blood flag, I'm pulling down a star. Every folder, lesson, every pot a clue. I lose, then I sharpen till the eyes break through. APL poker tour, I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor, I'm chasing that crown on the APL poker tour. You're gone, you.
We're back. We are back. Kimchi in the dealer's seat. The one and only anime card dealer. Some say related to Sailor Moon. Allegedly. Anyway. Let's chill out with the volume here. Let's get back to a more manageable level. Players are now off break. You are watching the Wildcard Poker restream. We do it a bit differently over here. We drop bombs, the swear bombs. We play some tracks. We've got some theme tracks. If you get caught tanking, we'll play a song, tell you to hurry the fuck up. And Michelle Anunu from Under the Gun jams it with Ace Queen off. From the small stack, gets a nice little chip up. Unless the AK can find a reason to put it in with King 9, but can't. But cannot. And Anunu elevates himself to 9 bigs before having to confront being on the big blind himself. And first place tonight will take $43,000 plus an APL million seat. Second place will also take a seat and $26,000, and third place will take an APL million seat and $15K. Fourth place, 12 grand, fifth place, ninth, sixth, seventh grand, and seventh will take almost $6,000 as Krilly picks up King 8 in the hijack. King 8 of hearts and decides, what the hell? Let's put in a bit of a raise here, and no man. Hey, picks up King Queen in the cutoff. And has a serious ponder about what to do next. King Queen hurt me the other night. I was playing out the local via an RSL, and I won a big pot with Ace Queen. Then the very next hand I picked up King Queen and decided to lay down to a raise, a minimum raise, and 2 kings came on the flop and broke my heart, but what you get for being a nit. And it looks like no mun. Great read there. Rejamming over the top of Krilly, getting a fold from the man. And Krilly says, what do I have to do for this man to believe me? How do I make him believe me? And now Norman is the chip leader. As the blinds have increased, which in fact decreases the amount of bigs each player has, and I think Krilly was subconsciously opening up the solver to find out what the hell he did wrong there. And then he slammed his phone down the rail as if to say, oh my god, I can't believe I accidentally opened the solver. And now he's back on the solver. And Norbert Duggar picks up Ace King off in the cutoff. And he would look to increase the amount of money that each other player has to pay in order to continue to play. And again, Michelle Anunu playing just 7 bigs, picks up pocket 8s and decides to go with this hand. And I think you'll find that Andrew Riley gets out of the way and Norbert snaps him off like a log. He does. Anyway, we've got a hand here, pocket 8s versus King Ace, and I could see the King Ace holding, and the flop comes. Ace in the window, Ace on the turn, and it makes a full house on the river. And so we have an elimination, folks. And you know what that means? When we get an elimination, we play the elimination song. Michelle Anunu been eliminated. You're gone.
Nice to meet you, piece of pizza, Mona Lisa, good to meet you. Back to the pavilion, take an early shower. Hit the rail like a pelican, go sniff yourself a flower. The dealer, deal it. Your arse is felted, your ego bruised and belted. Your whole bank roll is melted, cause eliminated. Been eliminated. See ya.
See ya later. Eliminated in 7th position was Michelle Anunu, and the pocket 8s. Absolutely decimated there by the Ace King. Flopping an ace, turning an ace, and rivering a king to make one of the nicest boats you'll ever see. A boat that effectively made every player at this table $1,000 at least. At least. So we're down to 6 out of 500 on this feature table for the APL Poker Tour. Main event at Brisbane Leagues. And I'm pretty sure the next event in the APL Poker Tour is in fact in May on the Gold Coast. Let me just confirm this with myself here. Let me check out the APL Poker. Check out the website and see what I can see. Here we go. I don't care about my location. Thank you. So it does appear the next series is at Southport Sharks on the Gold Coast. It will run from the 11th to the 17th of the May. And there will be some huge events, some huge guarantees there and then. And I'll be playing myself. Come and say hello. Come and knock me out. What you can do, I might fire a bullet in the Jackstar Super High Roller for funsies and play some poker. Maybe even maybe fire a satellite bullet in the Centurion. Try and pick up a seat in that. Why the hell not? End. Now we have 6 players left. The dynamics change as the small stack is in fact the captain, Stevie Smith. The second small is Lachlan Crilly. I believe he has 21 bigs. I can't quite see because my situation here. Let me go and change it. Yes, Lachlan Crilly, 21 bigs. No man. N&M, his name is 32 bigs. Norbert Duggar, 35 bigs. AK Alex Kelly, 27 bigs. Andrew Riley, Smiley, 27. As we mentioned, Stevie Smith, the small stack on 14 bigs, as Norbert looks to jump onto Uber Eats, pick himself up some nibblies. And the action is firmly on Lachlan Crilly now. And he puts in a call with 10-9, the small blind. And No Man says, not so fast, Crilly. I'm going to put in a raise somewhat. I'm going to raise somewhat. And it's sickening to see that it's now been re-raised to 560k, and Crilly is absolutely getting dog walked by No Man over there. Absolutely dog walked. Every time he tries to do a goddamn thing, No Man is on his case, and Crilly is probably on the search saying, who the hell is this No Man? And it's the Snowman. And what is he doing here? And where did he come from? Where did he go, Cotton Eye Joe? I need to find some dirt on the Snowman so I can work out how to get into his head and how to beat him. Then again, maybe they're best friends, who knows? Stevie Smith in the LA hat, Tommy Hilfiger jumper on, white, some tats for the man. And Crilly repping the APT Poker Tour jumper. The APT Poker Tour jumper. And Wildcard represents the APL, the APT, the Aussie goddamn millions. Play live everywhere. Anywhere there's poker, Wildcard represents. Wildcard knows no boundaries. And No Man Myraza. The Snowman, he puts in a raise with ace 8 of diamonds. One that Norbert can't call. And Kim Chi in the dealer's seat. She cut wiffles, splits, cuts, splits, ruffles, cuts, deals. And 6 left. The business end of proceedings, as it also is. 10:30 on a Sunday night, as these players get into the nitty-gritty of this tournament. Stevie Smith lays down the Queen 10. Crilly just folds without even looking, knowing that that Noman is next to act. And Norbert, Duggar, loves it. And I'm pretty sure Crilly is texting the TD trying to get a table redraw, hopefully be reshuffled and moved away from the madman who is seated on his left, who is absolutely all over him tonight. And now 3 9s on the board, and a 9 has been folded. So if you were that player, filthy, absolutely filthy. And the river is a 7, which does deliver Norbert a full house. And the AK, Alex Kelly with 8-4 off, not going to pay that. Not going to pay that. And so, once again, Duggar takes a pot, and we have an interchange. Kim Chi, she's tapped out. And who do we see in the hot seat once again? It's the Count, back in the dealer's seat. He puts on the headset. Has been interchanged at least 6 times tonight. Not one wet wipe rag wiped down for the headset. It's just sweat on sweat on sweat. But I'm sure the Count doesn't mind a bit of the sweat from the old Kim Chi, let me tell you. And I'm sure she doesn't mind a bit of Count sweat either. Either way, here we are. And the captain, Stevie Smith, with King 6 under the gun. A little bit wide to be getting creative there. Crilly, the hijack. Queen 10. Noman, Mariza. A6 for the AK. Machine Gun Kelly, they call him. But first to act is Norbert, with Jack 7 on the button, hoping to not awaken the sleeping giant, that is. Machine Gun, and Machine Gun lays down. Riley, Billow, they call him Billow Riley sometimes. He gets out of the way with Queen 5 and another boring round. No action. So, it's a great mute from me as I sneezed. Great pickup from the Wildcard studio. Me, Tucker, bringing it live to ya. Not your standard poker commentary. I'm not going to tell you GTO, solver theory, ICM, individual chip memory, bullshit. What I think everyone should be doing all the time. There's plenty of other commentary out there that'll put you to sleep like that, but we're here for a bit of fun. As you can tell, I called Andrew Riley Billow Riley and Riley Cyrus earlier, and so having a bit of fun with the names, having a bit of fun with the looks. Stevie Smith, obviously, the captain of the Australian cricket team for some time, involved in a ball tampering scandal, I do believe, and there'll be no jokes about this man at the table making any ball tampering tonight from me. Let me put it that way, respectfully. And Andrew checks 8-5 on a Queen King 2 board, and the turn is a wet one. It's a jack, delivering Steve Smith a pair of jacks, and he also has the clubs if he decides to continue. And if he hits it, won't love it, but he's got it. You know what I mean? Checks it back. The river is indeed the ace of spades, which Andrew Riley decides it's 4 to a straight. Let me bet this, he says. Let me bet 2 big blinds. Let me bet 2 big blinds, 4 to a straight, flush draw out there, and steals it straight out of the gullet of Stevie Smith. Steals it straight out of the gullet, if that's a word. Steals it. Steals his lunch, basically. Bullied him. Pinched it. Sickening. And so, here we are and here we go. The Count delivers some more cards. Pinpoint accuracy with the point of a pin is how he delivers these cards, and hasn't seen the sunlight for weeks, you can tell. Poker dealers rarely do. Their day is all night, and all day they sleep, just like vampires. And Stevie Smith with 8-5 of off in the small gets away from Andrew Riley, who is raising his pocket sevens, and Lachlan Crilly with only 18 bigs left decides to play along. And the ace-8. Scary for Andrew Riley. But Crilly does not represent. Crilly, opportunity there to fire. And now Andrew Riley, Smiley Riley, has the best of it. Does he bet it? He does. Flush draw, also on the turn. Ace-8 of spades and the 4 of spades coming on the turn. There's nothing for Crilly to do but fold it as he's told. Absolutely sickening for the kid. I think he did come either 9th or 8th in the Jack Star Super High Roller. So he's already improved upon that spot, but definitely looking to run deeper than 6 in his mind. Patience, he says, is an elephant, my dear Watson. And he takes one hand, and it takes one tree to make 1,000 matches. And he takes one match to burn 1,000 trees. And here we go. The captain, Stevie Smith, picks up Queen on the button. How does he want to play it? Goes all in. Overplays his hand massively in this situation. Will steal the blinds. And that's about it. Stole them. stolen. The vinegar, Thinnigar, you are eliminated. And the count. Kenny, yes he does. Now, the time is approximately 10:40 on a Sunday, and old Wildcard has to get up to work early tomorrow. So this stream may be cut short, but we've delivered some action tonight, some highlights. Anyway, no comments yet left on the stream. If you're watching later on, leave a dick pickle or some kind of paraphernalia to let me know that you're here. Now, No Man Mariza with Queen 4 in the small, blind on blind crime. The tension between these two men has been apparent all night as Noman has looked to pressure Norbert, and Norbert says nowhere. And he puts in a call. So small versus big. 6 king 4 2 diamonds. The queen 4 picks up bottom pair. Norbert looks a little bit edgy, slightly angling forward as if to say, I'm not that comfortable in this spot. One hand across the chest, protecting, and puts in the call here. Don't know exactly what. Oh, now he's picked up a diamond draw. He's picked up a bunch of outs now. The diamonds, the jacks, and the tens. Drawn once. Does no man believe? And these boys are the big stacks. And they're playing for big stakes here. Tension between them. Could cut it with a knife. A blunt knife would be fine, but a knife all the same. And then check comes to the river. And I think it's a black card, so no, it's a red card. It's a 2 of hearts. Not improving Norbert's hand at all. And no man considers whether he should be betting for value here. And he checks into Norbert. 4 to a straight. 5 would bring you the straight. 5-7 would give you the nuts. And Norbert Duggar, he's going to bet out here and leads for approximately 1.3 million. And he's slightly uncomfortable. Gets the fold. Well played there from Norbert Duggar. Breathes a sigh of relief. Absolutely crushing it now. Almost 7 million in chips for the chip leader here, Norbert Duggar. Norbert Nugger. Crushing. No man doesn't want to get involved in a bluff war with the chip leader. He looks up. I think it's time for Crilly to start making a run, if I'm honest. He needs some cards. He's been a little bit card dead. It's not going to help. Jack 5, get out of here. He's going to take off his jumper to try to improve his run good. And there is a crow on the rail, deep into his phone. Crow with a mo. Deep into his phone. Norman raising from the button. And Alex Kelly hasn't played a hand for a while. Looks to be bored and chasing a bit of action to stay awake. So then we'll go to a flop. The flop comes Ace 2-8, delivering. No man. Two pairs. If history repeats, he will continue to bet here. Leads out with a small bet of 250k. Snap fold from Ned Kelly. Alex Ned Kelly, they call him. Kelly gang. I think I had Stevie Smith in 6th spot. And I do apologise for cutting off Crilly's head with the box there. I do like to leave my screen on the screen just to give differentiation between this stream and the original, to add something to it so I don't violate the laws of YouTube. And adding a picture of me apparently is enough, as Andrew Riley in the big blind picks up pocket tens and 3 bets Alex Kelly's King 9 to 1.2 million. And Alex Kelly says, "You son of a bitch," and folds it. So AK now down to 19 bigs. Crilly 17 and Stevie Smith 14 bigs. Crilly needs some cards. The Count, can you do some favors? Can you do him some favors, Count, and deliver something? Deliver something, sir. The man's starving out here. He's hungry. Deliver the man. Deliver the man some cards. And sweet fuck all for Crilly. Once again, he's taken off the jumper, trying to improve the run good. He's a little bit cold, but he's decided to go black shirt. He's black shirting it. Trying to improve his presence, maybe. I don't know what it is. Maybe he's trying to summons the darkness. Pick up on some evil demons. And get them to play good cards for him. Norbert Duggar. He raises with A7 to scare the captain off the table. Scared the captain. He's just playing big stack poker now, which is nice. Every ace is a raise when you have all the chips. And I saw last week our good friend and sponsor, Nelson Dong, up the stakes, take down the Play Live Melbourne main event, the Grand Prix, and absolutely crushed. Never seen someone crush so hard for a long time. Just put the pressure on, put the foot on the throats of his competition and lapped them twice. And just didn't ease up. Every hand just jammed raise, and just put players in such ugly spots. And then ran good too. So Stevie Smith now picks up ace 5, which was the last hand of poker that I played, and got eliminated with. So he steals first base, does Stevie Smith, which now brings Crilly oh so close to the bottom of the table, oh so close to the lowest stack. And Norbert is really asserting his dominance here with 45 bigs. The count shuffles, deals. 6 left. Love to see a double elimination at some point. A little double elimination. Play the song twice if we have to. And this is what it's all about. Final table grind. Norbert Duggar. Pocket 5s and a big stack. That's a raise. Savagely makes it 320. The AR, Andrew Riley, considers ICM, individual chip memory, works up the courage to 3-bet. No, just calls. Doesn't 3-bet at all. Crilly on the 9-6. And then no man. Mariza. No man picks up ace queen off. And looks to intimidate the big stack. Somehow looks to intimidate someone that has more chips than him. Psychology at its best. And the Norbert touches his cards. Is there a tell in that? As if to say. Norbert's sitting there like, oh my god, does this guy hurry up or what? Alright. We're going to have to give him the song if he doesn't hurry the fuck up. He was oh so close. Oh so close to going to jail for tanking there. But luckily he's found a move and he 3-bets. 3-bets to 1.2 million. Norbert buries the pocket 5s. Andrew O'Reilly. Picks up a fold, or does he? It's ugly when you're 3-bet in that spot to continue with ace jack. Knowing, and the 5 on the flop. Norbert absolutely filthy. Can't even look at the board. He's just absolutely vomiting in his mouth. He cannot. Look, he's like this. This is Norbert right now. Just folded the pocket fives because of the raise. Would have been in a pot with two lunatics 3 ways. He's just absolutely, look, he's scratching his neck. He's releasing histamines because there's some stress coming for him. And Bill O'Reilly, he's pondering his options here. He puts it all in with Ace Jack. Goes all in for 3.8 million. We could see a double here. We could see caught bluffing and eliminated in the same hand. But what do we see? I think Noman's going to take his time here. Have a little think about it. Have a little think about it. There are some chop outs as well. 9 and a 3. There's the board. We'll bring a chop. But tough to make the call here if you are Noman. It's all in to call. Effectively. Does he put him on a diamond flush draw, and therefore maybe think he has him out kicked? No, he lays it down, and Riley Cyrus once again demonstrates why he's the boss. Just cold bluffing, using the ace of diamonds as a blocker to the nut flush, and repping that he had outs in that spot. Wise poker, I'd say. Risky, considering the 3-bet from Noman. And as an extra card for the captain, an extra card for the Krilly. Let's see if we can find a hand for the boys. I don't think we've played the Bad Beat song yet tonight, but let's fire up the APL Poker Tour song. See if we can get some blind on blind crime.
Cards fly, dealer stone face. Name on the board, I'm in the right place. Chip tower shining in my lane. Heart rate racing like a runaway train. Every glance a question, who brave, who scared. Read the ticks, read the tension, I'm all in prepared. Yeah. APL Poker Tour, I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch. From the side room grind to the bright main floor. I'm chasing that crown on the APL Poker Tour. Paper mail Poker Tour, here I'm chanting my name. It's a one-hand story in a long shot game. When the bust, I keep
I'd like to see at what frequency Noman C bets. I think he bets 100% of his range every time. So, yeah. It's tough. APL Poker Tour.
from city to city, another badge on the
Crilly, hanging tough. Look. Says mind over matter. Patience is the key. And now Norbert, again with the 6-5, this time of clubs. Looks to size up the stack of Alex Kelly. Checks his option as it's call, check, small blind versus big. And the flop comes 2. King Jack. C-bet here probably steals this away from Alex Kelly with no spades. And easy snap fold there. Not impressed though. Simple pressure there from the big stack. The count. Thinking about busting a wrap on this microphone is the dealer. 6 left out of 500 runners over this event that has 7 starting flights and a day 2. So seven chances to make a bag, to bag a stack and go into day 2. Unlimited. I think it's 1 rebuy per flight. So you could potentially fire 14 bullets. And Crilly finally picks up a hand and says, can I get a count? And it's under the gun raise. And doesn't matter. He's going to snap it off. He's going to go in all over the top. He has to. It's a must. He's got one more big than him. Put it that way. He's having a moment of expansion. He's about to go all in here. So let's go to the action. Let's go straight to the action here as we have Ace 5 versus Pocket Queens. Ace 5 of it is at risk, I do believe. And the flop comes 8877 and the river is a 10. So that means GG's in the chat to the captain, Steve Smith. You have been eliminated.
You've been eliminated. Your stack is decimated. You're gone. You've been eliminated. Your stack is decimated. See you later, sayonara, senorita. Nice to meet you, piece of pizza, Mona Lisa, good to beat you. Back to the pavilion, take an early shower. Hit the rail like a pelican, go sniff yourself a flower. The dealer. Your arse is felted.
He felt it.
Go bruising belted. Your whole bank roll is melted, cause yeah. Eliminated. Yeah, eliminated, been eliminated. See ya.
See you later, Steve Smith. You have, in fact, been eliminated from the main event in 6th place. Sayonara, senorita. Nice to meet ya. Back to the pavilion. You take an early shower, and Norbert Duggar picks up the Ace King of Diamonds in the cutoff as he is preparing to buy all the shit chips off all the other players on the table. He looks around, he points his finger as if to say, you and you and you and you. I'm going to wipe you all out now. And proceeds to raise this up to about 400,000 chippies to call. And there's a little bit of pelican action on the rail. Krilly with King 3. He's now doubled himself up to 24 bigs after surviving that race against Ace 5. Easy money for the Krillster. Never in doubt with the queens. Exactly what you want to see if you have the pocket queens. Double board pair and a river 10. Lovely. Lovely. And so now the small stack on this final table with 5 runners remaining. 1% of the field remains Alex Kelly, 13 bigs. No Man, who was dominating earlier, strips down to 17 bigs. Riley Cyrus, 34 bigs. Norbert Duggar, 37 bigs, and Krilly on 24 bigs. So some action tonight. Final table action. It's 11:05. Hopefully we can get a finish in the next 15 minutes. 2 double eliminations would be lovely to finish this off. And we've got a dealer change. Are we reverting back to Kim Chi? Looks like we are. Hello, Kim. Welcome. You are the one and only Kimchi. Anime extraordinaire. Yee-hoo. Is that what they say? Ki-wahoo. Quacky. I don't know. Or ew. Something like that. 5 players remain. So ranges widen. Ranges widen 5-handed. Dramatically more wider than 7-handed. As the blinds start to really impact. Uh-oh. AK picks up Queen in the cutoff. And he just goes for a raise here to 450k. As if to say, call me, and they don't. So he steals some chippies, does Alex, who has now guaranteed himself 9,000 AUD, which is about 15 litres of petrol, if you want to convert it into crude oil in Australia. So well done for that. That'll get you halfway to the shops. And our good friend, speaking of which, how much would it suck to be an Uber driver right now? The cost to fuel your car has just gone up 60% in 2 weeks. So you've taken a hit. Anyway, Smiley O'Reilly, he has picked up the King Jack of suits. And Noman Marizara, he has Queen Jack of suits, different suits. And Norbert Duggar has the Ace 4 off. Interestingly here, Noman has jammed all in from the small blind. And Andrew Riley says, count how much that man has jammed. How much has that man jammed? I want to count it. And does he want to run it? Hope he wants to run it. I want to see the action. Andrew Riley. Now, this is a wider jam, Queen Jack. It's a wider jam, so Riley has the better hand, but it's going to be hard to nail that down if you are him. So let's play some action tracks. It's going to cost too much. He says no thank you and gets away from the marginal hand. And Snowman, he's able to steal there, really. Make money where he didn't deserve to. Maximum pressure applied. Wonder who we're feeling more in the chat. Here comes Krilly, Ace Queen, and goes for a raise. The blinds are now 100k, 200k, with a 200k big blind ante, and Krilly raises to min click. Oh, Alex Kelly picks up 6-7, 6-7 in the big blind. He's already got 400k in, and Krilly picks up top pair and a diamond draw. Monotone diamond flop. So Krilly has the best of it, without doubt. Looks frozen in the headlights here. He has a decision to make. 6-7, 9. Alex Kelly really has a backdoor straight, but it's ugly. And Alex Kelly is left in a jam here with 6-7, 6-7. He folds. Krilly pockets 700k, moves into third position as he starts his run. Patience is an elephant for the kid. We knew that he'd be coming to play, and he's waited it out, knowing the cards will come. If the patience is dumb, the cards will come. And so our dealer, Kim Chi Moon, she allocates the cards to the pelicans at the table, and they look at them. They observe the cards before deciding whether to play them or to throw them into the trash. And Alex Kelly folds Jack 3 of diamonds, and Andrew Riley with Jack 3 of off picks up the pot. This is wildcard poker, folks. Bit of music, untamed commentary, and we move to the next. Snowman folds 4-3. Norbert Duggar, King 9 of suits with a lot of chips. Might look to put the pressure on, does. Alex Kelly with 9-2 off gets away. Andrew Riley with Ace 10 suited lays it down in the small blind. That is interesting. Doesn't want to get in the spot there against the chip leader, obviously. Decides it's better to be safe than to be tangled with our good friend, Mr. Duggar. And Lachlan comes in here with a flat call of the raise, and he's flopped himself a club flush draw. So the flop has come 6 of clubs, king of hearts, 3 of clubs. And Lachlan has 2 juicy clubs that he checks at Robert. Norbert, not Robert, Norbert. Duggar, and the Duggerman, he has a top pair with a 9 kicker. So he bets out after Lachlan Crilly checks the flop. So now what does Crilly think here? It's going to cost 400k, which is about 2 big blinds to see the next card, which is sure, yeah, why not? As the screen shows, 7 outs for him. Also, he's got more than that because he's got 10. There's a queen, there's 1. So you need another one. He needs a queen or a 10 on the river, plus all the clubs. So now he's picked up a couple more outy outs. And what does he think about this situation? He checks at Norbert, who probably would like to bet a bit bigger here and try to... He checks it back. He doesn't accelerate there, and the river is a king, delivering Norbert trips and Crilly a busted flush. And if he goes for a jam here, he's going to get ripped. Let's be honest about it. Let's slow it down and see what's going on here live.
But thank you. Really deciding what to do now.
He is. Don't be silly, Crilly.
It's like he is going to lead, and he's going to be met with some unkindness.
He gets called.
No, just a call.
Flat called.
Wow.
Interesting.
Like he definitely got away with losing.
Minimum there. Lost the minimum, as they say. Anyway, there's a song for that.
Thought you did. Big talk, big walk, little feel. Ooh, you got caught bluffing. Hey. Hands in the cookie tin. Smile saying, who, me? But we all know the spin. Ooh, you got caught bluffing. Now you're busted on the spot. Caught bluffing, yeah. Sit slow after the music stops. And homie, pulled your pants down.
That one's for you, Crilly. Got caught bluffing. And homie pulled your pants down, as they say. The Krillmeister. Unfortunately, it's hard to get the chip leader to fold trips. Especially when there's no other draws that get there. Hard. I tried to get someone the other night to lay down trips, rivered trips, and it also brought in the flush draw, but they're just never folding trips, these fish. So there's no chance of getting them off. Again, it's going to pay you if you have the flush. So anyway, good for him. It was worth a bet. I thought maybe he had the jack. There's the jack high board. Maybe he had the jack and the river paired. I thought maybe I represent the 6 and he had 6. So found out the hard way about that. And Crilly now picking up ace 10. Equally as weak as Snowman, Riser, and the big stack Norbert doing well. Has played well all night, I must admit. V-pipped a lot. He's made some great calls. Made a great hero call there against Michelle. And messed him right up. Reduced him to dust, as they say. And Krilly pinches a pot, does a bit of pot pinching, and Sailor Moon's long-awaited cousin Kimchi will deal it up. And these dealers do a tremendous job. Everywhere they're seen, absolutely professional, and ensuring all of these events run smoothly and without delay. So Smiley O'Reilly, he's picked up King Jack, and Alex Kelly, he's dead schmack on 10 bigs. And so it's a jam for Sam. It's a Sam Jamwich, as they call it. Puts in a 3-bet re-raise. No, she does, to 2.3 million. And O'Reilly goes all in too. So now we're going to have a flop. Let's see what they've got. And the flop comes. Oofed. And a queen would be dirty here on the river. And the ace comes, bringing in a full house. And Alex Kelly doubles. Alex Kelly doubles up. And it's all good in the hood. The AK remains in this tournament, but Bill O'Reilly takes a huge hit there. Stripped back down to a miserly 20 big blinds, really evening out the arse of this field. It's a flat arse. It's basically Sydney Sweeney's arse, this field. They've got Mr. Norbert Duggar is like the big jugs up top, and then a flat arse. Nothing in it. It's just 20, 20, 20, 24 bigs at the bottom. It's just flat. So it's the Sydney Sweeney table here at the APL Strip Poker League. And these players are all playing for charity tonight. And as a side note, to the AI algorithm and overlords, all of the artificial intelligence listening and monitoring the YouTube streams, the Wildcard Poker channel, which this is, does not endorse gambling, does not guarantee any prizes, ever, does not condone or facilitate any activities such as lotteries or raffles. And I would like that to be known so I don't get striked again. It was interesting because APL also got striked tonight. So obviously there's something that's said in the commentary that gets flagged by the AI algorithms, and they need to suck a bag of dicks. So just letting them know that this is simply a commentary on a restream of a sports event, and everything happening here is on the up and up. Thank you for listening, AI overlords. As Kimchi deals out the cards, and then asks herself, when was the last time these gentlemen showered? And Krilly gets a walk there with Ace Queen in the big blind. Unfortunately, no action for him. No action for him. Because I got ace queen in the big blind. I can't even get a call to his friend on the rail, the crow. Anyway, it is what it is, so it is. And we go once again to the table. We've got some friction here. King 10 for Norbert. King Jack for Alex Kelly. King 8 for Andrew Riley. Flat call there from Alex Kelly. And Crilly picks up pocket nines and says, so you want to rumba? You want to mess with the big boys? He likes his odds here. He's about to be third into the pot, so probably doesn't want to just flat in here. Probably wants to 3-bet it to the moon, as Alex has cold called the initial raise, which is an indication that it's not as strong as a 3-bet. So No Man also next to act after Crilly with the ace 3. And some very thirsty action there on the rail. Leaning right over it. Trying to lick Crilly's ear by the looks of things. She wants to touch him. She doesn't look that happy though. Nevertheless, this is wildcard poker. And Crilly's put the jumper back on. And he has jammed it all in for 4.4 million chibis. 4.4 million chibis. And Alex Kelly has to make a decision here. Am I strong enough to be your man, he says to himself. Now we know that a shit ton of kings have been folded out. Jacks remain in the deck. Hearts also strong. Probably not loving a call here. A 3-bet jam from the Krill. Krill, in fact, being the food of whales, and if Kelly considers himself a whale, might be looking for a little snacky. Either way, what's his read? What's his feel? His hat says pure, but does he run that way? He doesn't want to let it go. He likes it. And the opportunity to dispense of another player. He calls the all-in, and we're going to go to a race here. Let's turn this tunes off. Let's turn these tunes off and see what it runs. Jack on the flop. 9 on the turn. And that is absolutely filthy for AK. You have been eliminated by the filthy turn ball as Crilly finds it.
You gonna blast? Come here with that trash and suck out on my ass and hit me with that bad beat, that bad beat, that bad beat. Sat there stacking, playing tight all night. Did you clean? Knew the line was right. You shop like, yeah, I snapped that quick. Watch the deal appeal, now I'm feeling sick. Turn was clean, I'm already counting chips. River comes, man, you gotta be taking out of dreams, and you spike that heat. Whole table know that's a filthy bad beat. It's nothing but a bad beat. A bad beat. A bad beat. How the fuck you gonna blast? Coming with that trash and suck out on my ass and hit me with that bad beat. That bad beat. That bad beat.
That's right. It's a bad beat there from our good friend Justin Crilly. His name's Lachlan, but we'll call him Justin Crilly. And Alex Kelly now suffering with ace 3 of diamonds. And he's going to race against Queen 8. And the 8 comes. And see you later, Sayonara. He's gone.
You're gone, you're gone. You've been eliminated. Your stack is decimated. You're gone,
Alex Kelly.
You've been eliminated. Your stack is decimated. See you
Gotcha.
later, sayonara, senorita. Nice to meet you. Piece of pizza, Mona Lisa. Good to beat you.
Alex Kelly.
Back to the pavilion, take an early shower. Hit the rail like a pelican. Go sniff yourself a flower. The dealer. Your arse is felted. Your ego bruised and belted. Your whole bank roll is melted. Cause, yeah. Eliminated. Yeah, eliminated. See ya.
GG's in the chat now there for Alex Kelly. Well played, 5th place. Made bank, made a bucket load of cash. And he's been dispensed from the table. Now all these gentlemen are guaranteed 12,800 Aussie dollars, which will get you 22.3 litres of fuel this week. And just bad beat to bad beat, really. Got it in good twice and sucked out twice. So what do you do? And now we're looking at some shitty board with some shitty draw, and no one really cares. If an 8 comes, it could be the end of the night for one of them. But no, a 10 flops out on the river. Obviously doesn't flop because it's at the river, and Durga Davy takes the pot down, and Andrew Riley bothers showing his 6 high. So yeah, sure, why not? Don't know if he had a pair or not, but I think he just had 6 high. Yeah, sure, why not? Anyway, there's 4 plays left here out of 500. Crazy mother people. Obviously, some of those were the same people just rebuying. As I was saying before, there's 7 flights, so it's possible to fire off 14 bullets at $500 a pop. That's approximately $7,000, and so you'd have to make it this far to be in profit, which is not a guarantee. So better off just to fire 3 and run good. Anyway, our good friend Andrew Riley folds. Crilly gets out the way after the under the gun raise from the Snowman Mariza. And yes. So we're down to 4. Lachlan Crilly, No Man Mariza, Norbert Duggar, and Andrew Riley. Norbert would have to be the favourite just on the way things have gone so far. But look at Crilly making a late run. And Duggar picks up ace 7 spades. You have to like this hand when you're playing 4-handed. It's strong. It's as strong as you like. Now Crilly picks up ace 6. This is an absolute. It's a mess of a hand because look at what's going on. Ace 7, ace 6, ace jack. 3 in a row. Disgusting. We could potentially see a bad beat here from Krilly if he gets out of it. It's all right, because I think No Mun's going to do some jam sandwiching here and steal this pot away from the big chip stack. Does he want to run his luck? Does he want to run his luck? Goes all in. Give me a count, he says. Tell me how much the man has. Obviously, we can see the card, so it's an easy fold for us. But A7 is just not great. Just isn't. Even in a suited situation. He gets away. He gets away. And Andrew Riley now on the small stack with just 14 big blinds. Krilly leading the way, 45. Norbert Duggar, 40 bigs. And Snowman Maraza is 26. So there really is a little bit of room to move here for all the players. This could go on for days. And at the same time, we know could be finished in the next 10. But Andrew Riley is laying low, looking to ladder. Third position, claiming themselves an APL million seat, which I would guess is got to be worth a few $1,000s. I don't know. Probably find out if I tried. I don't really know how and where my phone is, but bam. According to my sources, I don't know if it's real, but my thing's telling me that I can't buy a seat. You gotta win it. So if it's real, oh, here we go. Riley jams. 7-4. Hit a pair and jams. Puts Krilly in a hell of a spot. Can't be calling that. Can't be calling that. Folds. And good bet there from Riley. Be a good one to win the APL million, so might try and study into that too. Be playing in May, of course, on the Sunshine Gold Coast, the sunny Gold Coast, up there at Sharks Leagues. Don't think I'll play the main because I can't play the Sunday, but perhaps the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday will be me and the rail. There's a little birdie on the rail, a little pigeon, and Krilly. Pondering his 10-6 after Nubadurga raises him and he gets away from it. And these players really looking now to secure their seat. The AP, oh, Kim Chi, she's finished. She says, fuck this. I've had enough. And for the 6th time tonight, the hot, sweaty headset goes straight onto the new dealer without so much as a single wet wipe. And the count returns to the hot seat. What a legend. Legend of the game. So we've got Krilly, the Snowman, Sherbet, and below Riley. Left, 4 left. You've come so far, boys. To lose now would just be shithouse, wouldn't it? I think we're going to see Krilly put it in here. Put it in hard. It's only one thing to do. It's only one thing to do. Does it? He does the thing. And Norman gets out of there. We're just playing maximum pressure. Oh, the blinds have gone up because I can tell, because the situation with the big blinds has decreased, which means the big blind antes are accelerating. We should see an end to this one shortly. I'd like to see it soon. Maybe I'll hang around for a little bit longer. A little bit longer. If we can catch some action. Snowman's going to get caught here. He's going to walk into a big problem if he decides to jam on Norbert, I think. But he doesn't. He simply flat calls, and I think Norbert will re-jam him, and he will find himself folding. Based on as it's been played so far this evening, he has always put pressure on, always raised in that position. I would like to see same treatment. He does. He raises to 1 million. Gets a fold. Can't believe the run that Krilly's made though. He has been patient and waited for this to unfold. Finally, we may see some action here as Snowman puts in a rate. Oh my god. No, we won't. The big blind has 3-2 off. So he folds it around. And Andrew Riley is blinding himself out of this tournament. with simply 9 bigs left. This has been Wildcard Poker, your favorite poker streaming service. We've put on a show tonight with a couple of songs debuted. We've had the Stop Tanking song, the Bad Beat song, the Eliminated song, and the Caught Bluffing song. So, and also don't forget the APL Poker Tour official soundtrack.
Cards fly, dealer stone face. Name on the board, I'm in the right place. Chip tower shining in my lane. Heart rate racing like a runaway train. Every glance a question, who brave, who scared. Read the ticks, read the tension, I'm all in prepared. Yeah. APL Poker Tour, I was built for this. Every raise, every stare, every break of a twitch from the side.
So now the small stack has called and flopped a pair again. This time decides not to go all in, but to perhaps lure Krilly into giving him more chips. Oofed. He puts it all in. Jack, 7. They both, oh no. 9, 10, Queen, Jack. So now there's outs for Krilly. Outs deluxe. Queens, kings, 9s, and 8s. Folds it. Gets away from it. Angrily. Not happy about that, says the Krillemeister. So, Andrew Riley chips up. At the behest of the Krillmeister. Whale Food, and Norberdorger doesn't play the ace-5. Krilly will put them all in here. Into the face. Gem it into his face, Krilly. Let's have a moment of silence. He's all in. And there's a snap fold there from the Snowman. Let's cross live to our co-commentators and see what they have to say about this shit. Not a lot of chop. Anyway, the count. He cuts, splits, shuffles, whiffles, raffles, deals it.
Cox says, who said alcohol was performance enhancing? Me. What I was involved to be like it'd be 3 players that don't get banned.
Could be quiet now, officially. Lachlan folds. Snowman in the small. Oofed. Come on, jam it in. No man in the small. With Queen Jack. Puts it all in. And Norbert Can he find a snap? Can he find a call? I don't think he can, unfortunately. The ICM pressure is huge here. Look at him, he wants to, but he doesn't want to. Look at him. Ponder, he puts it in. Let's go straight to this dirty, dirty flop. All right. Let's go. He says, fuck it, I'm calling. It's too late. Let's go to the flopski. And we see the flop come. 5, 10, 5, no help. Only a queen or a jack can save Norman, and the river is a 10, and the ace holds. And the snowman, has been eliminated from this final table. And we're going to see.
You've been eliminated. Your stack is decimated.
Snowman, you're gone.
You've been eliminated. Your stack is decimated. See you later, sayonara, senorita. Nice to meet you, piece of pizza, Mona Lisa, good to beat you. Back to the pavilion, take an early shower. Hit the rail like a pelican, go sniff yourself a flower. The dealer, deal it. Your arse is felted, your ego bruised and belted. Your whole bank roll is melted, cause yeah, eliminated. Yeah, eliminated. See ya.
Anyway, fantastic stuff there. And Norbert, they've all made third now, so they all get a seat in the APL Million. Excellent work from the boys, and Andrew Riley must be stoked because he was the small stack. And Norbert Duggar has capped him and crushed his soul, eliminating him in 4th position with over $12,000, but no APL Million seat. And so Riley thinks, maybe I ladder again, but I dare say that Krilly and Duggar have other plans for this man. They know how to isolate a small stack, I think. They know how to isolate a weak fish in a big pond of sharkiness. Great action here tonight on this APL PT final table of the main event, the Brisbane Leagues. And don't forget, if you want to be one of these people on a final table at the APL, jump online at theapl.com and look it up. The APL PT it is. There's also local games if you want to play weekly, your favourite local venues, Australia-wide really, thriving poker community. And Krilly looks down at King 10. Puts in a raise. Puts in a raise, and Riley re-raises all in with 10-9. Krilly has him dominated here. If he can find the call, but he doesn't find the call. And so, is Krilly chip dumping? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. And yes, I'm accusing him of being a cheat. Of course not. Just joking, guys. But am I? Yes, you, Krilly. I'm calling you out. So, Norbert Dagger, 45 bigs, dominating this table. He's played well. I'd love to see him win for that fact. A bit of justice in poker would be great. And the AR-15 folds. Criley Cyrus is another one. You know, Riley Cyrus and Criley Cyrus. Anyway, can't have Duggar Cyrus. Oofed. Andrew Riley folds the clubs. Lachlan Crilly picks up Queen, King, and thinks. He thinks, do I get in the way of the big stack and possibly come third, considering ICM? And Norbert Volkanovski ponders a raise. Makes it 1.2 million to go. And Crilly is trapping. Is he trapping? He appears to be trapping. And the flop comes a 7-10. Delivering Crilly. A gut shot to the straight. And the big man continues to fire at the ace. This is the spot where Lachlan needs to make a move in order to pinch this pot because he has lost the betting lead. He does make a call here. And the turn is a 2 of diamonds, bringing no help. But will it cause Norbert to slow down? Checks it back, slows down on the turn, and Crilly still has the best of it, but can he find a little value bet here? Because if he checks it across, he might find he's facing a tough decision. He checks it. Absolute filth, and Krilly has to lay it down. Needed to bet the river. God damn it. Terrible. Bet something. At least appear to have something. Jesus. Bet. You win. I don't know. Give him no choice. You really gave him no choice but to bluff you. He said, here I am, defenseless, fire away. At least if you fire out 3 bigs, then you know that you tried, and it probably would have got through. At that point, with the other guy having 8-3, calling you all the way down to the river, you called him all the way down to the river with 8. Look at this shit. 10-7 versus 10 deuce, and he hits the spikes a deuce on the flop. And it's checked at him. Check daddy. And he checks back. If we get a deuce on the turn, that'd be nice. Oh, the ace comes. The ace comes on the turn. Delivering. No help. The river is a 9 of diamonds, which is a distraction card there. And he checks. Now it is late, and this will be the last hand of the evening as the clock strikes 12 midnight. And I'm saying that from my perspective, not necessarily that this will be the last hand of the evening, but it could be, who knows? And it won't be for this man. And Riley goes all in, Krilly folds. So let's see one more. Let's see at least the next flop, and then we can shut it down. This has been wild card poker. It's gotten a little bit sleepy towards the end, but probably move my little box out of the way. See a 3-way all in, please. A big fat stinky one. Ooh, no. At this point, final 3 of the Aplpt main event, live from the Broncos Leagues Club. From 500 entries and a $200,000 prize pool. First place will receive $43,000 plus a seat. Second will receive $26,000 plus a seat. And third place will receive $15,500 and a seat in the APL Millions. Not bad for a week's work. Riley jams. Everyone folds. And this will be the last hand of the evening for sure. I'm going to put a different song on, but we wrap it up. Let's do it.
It's nothing but a bad beat, a bad beat, a bad beat. How the fuck you gonna blast? Come in with that trash and suck out on my ass and hit me with that bad beat, that bad beat, that bad beat. Sat there stacking, playing tight all night. Did you clean? Knew the line was right. You show like, yeah, I snapped that quick. Watch the deal appeal, now I'm feeling sick. Turn was clean, I'm already counting chips. River comes, man, you gotta be taking piss. 2 out of dreams, and you spike that heat. Whole table know that's a filthy bad beat. It's nothing but a bad beat, a bad beat, a bad beat. How the fuck you gonna blast? Come in with that trash and suck out on my ass and hit me with that bad beat, that bad beat, that bad beat. Hey, Beelin's on the max beats. It's nothing but a bad beat, a bad beat.
Get out the tank, let's call the clock. Shit'll get off the pot. You got the nuts or not?
Yes, so Krilly just folded ace-8 there after making a raise, and the small stack jammed on him, and he folded to the small stack, and now he is the small stack. So I don't know. And Dukka goes all in, and Krilly folds King Jack. So I don't know what the plan is for the Krilly at this point. Is he trying to simply wait and ladder, or has he got smelling salts there? Is that what that is? Little smelling salts for Krilly, keep himself awake maybe, or is it a little baggy? Some description? Who knows? Either way, it's been wildcard poker. Thanks to the dealers, the Count, also Kim Chi, the anime princess, and all the players and all the staff at APT, and thank you to me, myself, and I. Thank you to Wildcard for this production, and until next time, you have been eliminated, I would dare say. So
You're gone, gone, you're gone, gone, gone. You've been eliminated. Your stack is decimated. You're gone, gone, you're gone, gone, gone. You've been eliminated. Your stack is decimated. See you later, sayonara, senorita. Nice to meet you, piece of pizza, Mona Lisa, good to beat you. Back to the pavilion, take an early shower. Hit the rail like a pelican, go sniff yourself a flower. The dealer, deal it. Your arse is felted, your ego bruised and belted. Your whole bank roll is melted, cause yeah, eliminated. Yeah, eliminated, been eliminated. See ya. You're gone, gone, you're gone, gone, gone. You've been eliminated. Your stack is decimated. You're gone, gone, you're gone, gone, gone. You've been eliminated. Your stack is decimated. See you later, sayonara, senorita. Nice to meet you, piece of pizza, Mona Lisa, good to beat you. Back to the pavilion, take an early shower. Hit the rail like a pelican, go sniff yourself a flower. The dealer, deal it. Your arse is felted, your ego bruised and belted. Your whole bank roll is melted, cause yeah,